Joe with the Drain Specialist. We're doing a video inspection for a home buyer at 4703 North Stevens. It's February 26, 2023. We're going from a clean out in the basement of 4707, the north unit. In the basement, laundry room, clean out is about hip high here. Cast iron. Push out here. Let's see some water right there. So we're going. It's holding water here at 3 feet. That's just outside the building. So we're going to see if this is a belly or if there's something else going on. So we'll see if we come out of it underwater. Yeah, underwater for a good ways. There we come out of it, and we're turning right there. So from what was that 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we've got from 3 foot to 10 feet. It's pretty bellied out, and this looks like it's still cast iron. Not here. Up in underwater-ish. There we go. So right there you can see we transitioned to Orangeburg, and it's a little bubbled right there. That could be part of what the belly is. The layer of Orangeburg is kind of bubbled up. Yeah, you can see I've got around there.
Is that right here?
Yeah, right down at the bottom,
Right
bottom left. Yeah, that's pretty indicative of old Orangeburg. That's starting to separate and boil and bubble. That is probably what's contributing to the appearance of a belly. So it might not be bellied at all. It's just holding water because of this bulge, which is up. The bottom of the pipe is on the bottom of the screen. So that is along the bottom. One bulge. This section of Orangeburg looks good. There's another. They're starting to boil along the bottom side of the pipe again, which is still pretty much the bottom of the screen and the what is that? The left-hand side. So we got some more there. Here's a bubble. Right here is a joint. That almost looks like a different kind of pipe, but I can't think it's Orangeburg. Yeah, it's Orangeburg. So it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look horrible. I got a glob in front of me. There's another spot on the bottom left of the screen. That could be a little piece of the Orangeburg that's gone. There's a little, I don't know if it's a hole. I don't think it's a hole through the pipe, but it's, you can see a little section of it's gone. It's grooved in there. So that boils kind of, I don't know if anybody ever run a cable through here. That could be why that's usually what you see after you run a cable on the bottom left.
Like to clean it out.
Yeah, when you run a cable and spin it through, it'll catch on that bubble and it'll basically peel that layer off. So
Gotcha.
that could have been something that happened at some point in time. So yeah, it's out around, but not horrible. I'm going kind of fast. We'll also look at here. So coming up is a joint, and that's tile right there. A little teeny flat. So there's tile right here. This should mean we're almost to the city line. It's all 4-inch so far. I don't think it's gotten bigger. And we're back at Orangeburg. So that was just a turn that was tiled. Some more tile coming up here. There's another turn. So it looks like all the joints are, or the not 90s, but 45s are tile joints. We'll go back to Orangeburg. Spider webs on the top of the pipe. That's good. That means they haven't backed up down here. The top of the screen, where the joint is, you can see the faint round right there. I think that's spider webs. It kind of looks like roots, but I think this is spider webs. I don't think it's roots. That could be, yeah, they're tiny, if that is roots. But it might just be wet. Usually the cobwebs have a nice, like this color sheen to them, especially with water on them, but not always. But you're right, it's minimal. And they're on the top of the pipe, so they're not impeding the flow of water and solids. Okay. Spider egg and full.
Where the heck is this going? Out of here behind us, down around that access way?
It goes this way and
out
that
into
way
the little
to
lot.
what used to be an alley,
That's right. Oh, out to that road over there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
an alley or easement or whatever.
Zigzags.
yeah.
Yeah.
Face that way.
Right.
And this is connecting the other unit as well.
Yeah. So the pipe going that way,
Yes,
should
that's
be
the
the other
incoming.
end.
Okay.
We can look over, but the sewer card didn't show two separate places coming out here. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be, because originally this was just a home, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Is it always a two?
It's always been a duplex.
So there's another section it's the bubble's gone. I think somebody might have ran this at some point in time.
That almost looks like that spot where you thought that they had put a cutter through or something.
We'll see as I push your watch, it'll drop. See how it drops into that little deal, and then there's so you can see
Yeah.
it's been broke off. I'd almost bet that somebody at some point in time, I mean it could have been
Cleaned
30
it
years
out.
ago, yeah, they ran a cable down here at some point in time.
Cleaned it out.
Yeah, to clean it, maybe it backed up or something. You can see how it's boiled again on the kind of the middle of the screen there. And it's all along the bottom. There's another. The Orangeburg's layers of basically like tar papery stuff, and then they put some laminate on it to get them all together. I don't know how many layers, like 30 layers, and then they would heat it up. So when it's new, it was like cast iron. But over time, it does this. It starts to separate, boil, and it's kind of like an eggshell. So, but just because the layer's gone doesn't mean the pipes necessarily shot. It's just the little spots going. It's all along the bottom there. But those are all places where the solids get heating up because it's on the bottom where the water flows. If it was up here, it doesn't matter because the water never gets that high unless it's actually backing up. We're at 70 feet.
That's a long line.
Yeah, there's a couple more little, this is bubbly.
Almost looks like toilet paper, but it's not, is it?
No, well, I think these are actually spider pod nasty things. What do you call them? The baby things.
Are these bubbles as opposed to toilet paper?
Yeah, that's the Orangeburg, the bubble with a bunch of slime on it. That's same thing. There's a root.
Wow.
You got a root coming in here at this joint, and you can see how that's at around. It should be a nice circle here. Right here it goes, so it's mushed in. The root's hanging down here.
Oh, yeah.
Which again, coming from the top, and eventually, if it keeps growing, someday it'll cause you some grief.
Being taken out.
This is avoid.
Yeah. This is the one they just put in.
Yeah. And something up here. There's maybe more roots. Oh, God. I'll smudge up my computer. It's just out around again, I think. Again, it's holding water because of the shape of the pipe. I mean, that's not a lot of water. The camera's sitting on the bottom, so that's probably a quarter of an inch of water. This really appears huge. So this joint's actually, looks like it's a little offset. You can see the lip on the bottom there that we jump over on the upstream side of the water. So another spot where some solids might hang up for a second. That's probably why there's all this stuff right here. But it'll jump over the top of it. Now get schmutz on my camera. Let's see what's
feet out to that road? Good grief.
That one out there, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long one.
We'll see what we can see when if I get into the city sewer. Push that far, I can hopefully clean it off and see better. Now, they should make these with little wipers on them, but they don't. There's some
In a
more
perfect
roots.
world, right?
Yeah. More roots on the top again. And that doesn't look like a joint. Oh no. I think I'm lying. I think those are spider webs. My schmutzes.
I thought Jeff was looking at it.
I know, I was like,
Yeah.
like, you want me to?
Yeah, it looks like a spider web.
I'm not looking at your back end
You could
either.
work it out. Let's see. I think those are all spider webs. Yeah. A lot of spider webs. Which that's good. That means this thing hasn't backed up recently.
So no problems then.
There's a joint. That looks good. That's, well, yeah, it's a little old, but it's pretty good. And right behind it is tile, and I'm hoping this is the city tub and not just another turn. I do have, what is that? That's what I think this is leach switch. See that right there? That little, how it gets bright? Now watch as I push it, it'll disappear. Kind of weird. Second brightness gone. I think that's just, see right there. That's weird. But it disappeared. I think it's the tile reflecting off the schmutz. So I don't think it's anything.
There's tile.
There's tile, and that joint is separated and offset, but it's offset in our favor, meaning the water will flow over that and down, so it shouldn't impede the solids hanging up or anything. So that's good. That's what we want to see, but they have to be offset. Oh, I think that's just that. There is just some. I think it's sludge. This might be a 6-inch transition. I can't tell because of that offset. Or it might just be 4, but this is tile, we're in clay tile now. 98 feet. So we should be getting close. There's the joint. Little cracking, offset on the bottom. Nothing major. Another joint with, I think that's cobwebs 2 on the top. Oh, and we're dropping. That's the dive, so this should be the city sewer. So we're at 107 feet to the city sewer. Let's see if I can clean my, there we go. That's better. There is some roots right there. See that? The quickies?
Yeah.
Those are roots. And they're probably coming in. But they're not. Oh, they're right there. So that's the mouth of your line. So I think they're coming in the joint right here, which I don't know. I think the city might, how they're nubbed off there, the city will run their cables through their lines to clean them out. And I think they're eating that, so that's good. But there are roots right at that last joint. All right, I'm going to pull back. I'll be pretty quiet. If we see anything that we missed on the way, I'll notate it. But we're going to pull back and see.
So how long?
It's 107.
Oh my God.
It's a long one.
Long one.
And they're, yeah, so they're coming in right there, that joint.
Longest.
And they flipped
I've
over,
ever seen.
which is good. So as those grow, the water and the gravity, because this is diving pretty good right here, the roots are growing out into the city line, and then the city's shearing them off. So that's good. Or at least getting those.
So what's your see down here, anything? Fun?
Yeah, so let's come on over into here.
I'll holler if I see anything weird.
Okay.
Get you guys back.
Okay.
last but not the worst. Back in the Orangeburg. Seen all this. That's the word. I can't, there's so much sludge on that joint, I can't tell if there's just an offset or if that's just sludge or if there's some roots underneath that sludge on the right-hand side. I think they're roots. That's the other root, there's that. Some bumpy Orangeburg. Joint. Spider webs. There's a turn. One more right there. Coming back to the cast iron pretty soon. Yeah, there's the cast. Yeah, it's right there. That Orangeburg around that corner, that's a big bubble right there, a big boil. It's holding the water back and the solids. When the Orangeburg, we're in the cast iron, you can't see this part that's our water. We're out of it. And it should be coming out of the clean out. Again, there's the clean out, and it is next to the water tank. Laundry's over here. Alrighty. That concludes this video. If you have any questions, my name is Joe, and I can be reached at 467-5555.